Yo. If it is a rich ghost, you would have married the ghost. Come on, vote. Would you marry a ghost? Would you marry a ghost? So I am reading a book and the title is The Bride Ghost. So she will have to marry a deceased son. She will have to marry the ghost. And I have read 7 chapters by now. So I don't know if she will. She basically doesn't want to marry the ghost, but she is contemplating it. Hi, how are you? Hello. How are you guys? Hi. So, would you guys marry a ghost? I am reading a book and the title is The Ghost Bride. So, initially, I am from South America. My country's name is Suriname. But I shifted to India 3 years ago. So, now I am living in Delhi. From where are you guys? The question is weird, but I'm reading a book and I want to test what if people would consider marrying a ghost. It is a certain tradition in China, or I don't know if it is a tradition or not, but the book is inspired from the Chinese culture. Costa Rica, nice, a very beautiful country. Hello. So I don't know if I have to say warm greetings from India or from Suriname because my country is Suriname, but I am living in India. So warm greetings from both countries. So you guys debate the question: would you marry a ghost? It's for research purposes. I want to see what people think. Would anyone want to marry a ghost? So yeah, I think one person is left. So I don't know what to say. It's very nice that people joined. Vote because I need to know. This is for research purpose. I need to know if any normal human would even consider marrying a ghost. Where did that tablet? So yeah, I am now, as I was saying earlier, I have read 7 chapters of this book called The Ghost Bride. and currently she's contemplating to marry the ghost. And basically, she's poor and her father's in debt. So I think she will marry the ghost. I don't know. I will have to read further. But I read the book, I read 7 chapters, and now I really want to know if any normal human being would consider marrying a ghost. So definitely do tell me if, if you would consider marrying a ghost. So what I am doing, I am reading the book and I'm also watching the show, and it has 6 episodes. I have read 7 chapters and I watched the first episode, and I am basically making notes about the episode. So I will judge the Netflix show very much because the book and the Netflix show are very different. I've read only 7 chapters and I've watched one episode of the show, The Ghost Bride, and I have seen very important things, details that are written in the book are left out from the show, and the entire episode is so different from the book itself. So I will I think I will make a video about the book faces the show. So yeah, that is basically a plan of mine. I don't know if it will happen or not. Oh, why are people so shy to vote? Come on, guys. I wish I had a hard copy so I could show off the cover. I do think that I can take my tablet and show off the cover, but I think my phone will come on its own. I think this is the best way. So people are commenting that they are not voting if they would marry a ghost. Come on, guys, it's for research purposes. Tell me, would you marry a ghost? Yes, no. So whoever is watching, I am reading a book. The name is The Ghost Bride, and I do need to know if you had a very you were in a very bad situation, would you consider marrying a ghost? Would you consider it? Like your father is in debt and you need to help your father, but for that you will have to marry a ghost. Would you do it? And I don't know how the marriage will take place. I have just read 7 chapters of the book, so I will have to continue reading to find out. But the 7 chapters that I read made me think, what any normal human considering marrying a ghost? Obviously, those who believe that ghosts definitely exist or not, would they marry it to save their parents from a debt? I don't even know if I would do it. But the ghost is basically an heir, like he has a lot of money. So yeah. But that means that also you will not be able to marry any living human being. You will be bound for eternity with the ghost. I heard that this is a tradition in China, or I don't know China but Asia. Some people do it when their daughter or son dies before getting married. They find someone to bind them with their ghost. Like if the person then dies, when he or she will go in afterlife, her son or daughter will not be alone. So that's why they perform this kind of ritual to make sure that when that to make sure that their son or daughter will not be alone in the afterlife. So they marry the person with their ghost. I don't know how they do that. I will have to read the book further to know how they will do that. So yeah. The book name is The Ghost Bride by Young Se Cho. I have I have 2 videos about it on my shorts, so if you're interested, definitely watch it. There's also a Netflix show made by in 2020, and the show is very different. I have watched 1 episode, so I'm trying to read and also watch to stay in line. So I'm reading and watching, and till where I have read, I stopped the episode till there, and then I make notes to see how different the book and the show actually are. And I have watched only 1 episode, the first episode of the show, and it is very different from the book itself. So I have so many questions for the entire team who made the show. Like, did you even read the book before making the show? Because so many important details from the book are not in the show, and the show is different, very different. Like, for example, in the book, the girl won knitting competition, embroidering, but in the show she doesn't like embroidering, and she just throws the whole thing and runs away. But that is not in the book. So these kind of important details about the character itself, they have twisted it and changed it. They made the character entirely opposite from what she actually is in the book. And certain events that happens are also different from the book itself. So I think when I make the video the comparison video of the book versus the show will get a very bad rating, because how can you mess up in the beginning already? I know you cannot make an entire, you don't want to waste your time to make a film for all the details, but I understand leaving out details, but I don't understand twisting the details. Like, when something is no, you're making it a yes. That is not how it works. So very bad. And I think the show is a flop. I haven't checked the reviews or the percentage of how great it went, but I'm sure it was not a popular show, because if it was, I would have seen the sensation and all, because I have on Bookstagram and so many readers, so many Asian readers, so I would have seen the hype, but I haven't seen the hype, so I doubt that the show was a success. Yeah, but episode 1 is already trash. 0 rating for episode. But the book is amazing. So the show, I'm pretty sure the show did not do any justice to the book itself. Yeah, so now I will have to see. And I have learned a very interesting custom, tradition, or a very interesting fact or superstition, belief about Chinese. I made a short about it, that you cannot gift a Chinese person a watch, a clock, or a handkerchief. They will accept it, but they will pay you and turn the gift into a purchase, because in their belief, a clock is counting down the days of someone's life. A handkerchief as gift is considered bad luck, like the person will weep for their entire life. And a knife is considering to sever a relationship, like bad things will happen to your relationship will end. So when you give a Chinese a Asian person a clock, a knife or a handkerchief, they will purchase it from you. They will give you a token to change the gift to a purchased item. So keep this in mind when you give a Chinese a gift. Don't let it be a handkerchief, a knife, or a clock. It's their belief. I know some people consider it superstition, but we need to respect people their beliefs. So I also made a short about it, but I forgot to explain what they do when you unknowingly give it to them. They will just purchase it from you, and that is, I think, a great idea to not make the gifter feel bad. So yeah. That's why it's important to read the first books, because you get to know so many things about other cultures. But when you keep reading of only one kind of genre, or only about one kind of writer, one culture writer, then you miss all the details about other cultures. And I think by reading the first books, you get to know many things about other cultures, and it prevents you to make any mistake when interacting with the people itself. So I would highly recommend you to read books from different types of authors: Asian authors, African authors, Indian authors, Indonesian authors, every author in the world. Try every book. It's a nice thing to know. And finding out such kind of things also make you happy, because when you meet your friends or your family, then you have something to discuss about, that I have read something like this. Did you know about it? And I have a Chinese friend. I met her at high school. Even though I never really gave her a gift, if I didn't know this, I would have made such a huge mistake. Because sorry, in my country you're used to give people watches. So what a watch is also considered a clock. Then imagine giving her a clock or a watch, and what would her parents think about me as a friend, that you are interacting with us, you're building a relation with us, but you did not even bother to go and do a research what you can give a Chinese friend as a gift. That would be so embarrassing, so embarrassing. Thank God I never give gift her something like that. I usually gave her something that she would ramble about, or so very important. That is something I will now take with me my entire life. That when I think about the gift for someone, I will first get to know what their culture is, what their superstitions are, their beliefs are, and based on that, taking that into consideration, I will give them a gift. Yeah, so that was a very great life lesson I got today from the book The Ghost Bride by so I don't know who's watching, but if you're from India, Delhi, do you also have a itchy throat? I think the air is very unhealthy. Sorry about that. So yeah, but the main part about this book is, she will marry the ghost, because the title is The Ghost Bride. So I think she will marry. When you call someone a bride, is the person does that mean that the person is married or is about to marry someone? The ghost bride. I don't know. Let's see if she will save her father from the depth. Yeah, I think I'm dying. If it will keep going on like this, the itchiness in my throat, I for sure will die. And it is so damn hot that I cannot drink warm water. I can't. I can't. I have to drink cold water. It's not cold. It's a mixture, but it is colder than the temperature. I think people will say it's bad and don't drink cold water, but I can't. The water is too hot. When it is winter, I do drink normal water just from the from the water purifier. Then I just drink it like that. But when summer comes, I have to drink cold water. So I don't even know if who is watching or what is watching. I'm just being myself and rambling nonsense here. And three people are watching, and I'm sorry if I'm being weird, but this is me. Even if the three people here wouldn't watch, I would still ramble nonsense because I am very talk active and sometimes I laugh. I laugh on thinking out loud. So that's also one of a habit that I have. So yeah, definitely vote to marry a ghost. It's for research purposes. I think I will do this frequently, that when I read a book and I come across something interesting, I will go live and do something like this, even though I don't get any response. Um, if ghosts, you know, there is this term in the government. It's called ghost employees. So those are employees who don't visit the office. Like when the government is changed, another political party is in charge, then the employees will get a salary for a few years. They will still get a salary for a few years. So they are called ghost employers. So they employees, sorry. So they keep getting salaries till the term has ended. Because they don't visit the office, they don't work, they just get the salaries because they were there and the government has changed, another party has come, they will put their people there. So it is basically not their fault that they don't have a job. The people elected them basically out. So the three people that are watching currently, you guys are the ghost viewers because you guys are just there, you guys are saying nothing. So ghost viewers. Damn, I'm so smart. Oh, by the way, I studied public administration. It is fully political science. So I most of the time I use political terms when I try to get an example out of certain things in life. It's my education fault, not my fault. So I will be live for 3 more minutes and then I will go off and work. What time is it? 11. I will work till 12 p.m. a.m. Then I will sleep. I dropped the water on my bed. Yeah, I'm also very clumsy. Not always, but 25% of the time I am very clumsy. But I have never dropped my laptop or my tablet or my phone. With those things, I am not clumsy, but with the rest, I am clumsy. So I would say I'm 25 of the time, not clumsy. 75% of the time, I do drop things here and there. It's like my brain knows what to drop and what not to drop, when to be clumsy and when not to be clumsy. Is my phone stuck or something? Is it a glitch or something? Are there seriously 3 people watching me? Guys, skip this life and go and watch something more important, because I don't even know what I'm doing on a live. So, okay, it's time. My break is over. So, if it is not a glitch and 3 people are indeed watching, thank you so much for staying here for so long, listening to my nonsense. Have a great day. I don't know in which part of the world you are, but have a nice day, and or if you're going to sleep, good night, and keep surviving. Bye.